If you're the capable one, I already know how exhausted you are. You're the one who copes, the one who remembers the dates, finds the keys, holds the job and the home and everyone in them, and does it all so smoothly that somewhere along the way, the people around you quietly agreed on a single story. She's fine. She's always fine. And if something in you just went quiet, stay with me. Because there is another way this ends. Imagine, just for a moment, setting the pack down, walking with your hands free, and being met not for everything you carry, but simply for you. That woman isn't someone else. She's you, a few honest steps from here. Today, I'll name the hidden cost of being the capable one, gently, and show you what your capability has been protecting all along. It's kinder than the story you've told yourself, and it's the beginning of the way back. In Emberhollow, every village has a seeker like this. The strong one, the steady one, the one the whole realm leans on without ever thinking to ask if she minds. There is one I want you to meet. We'll call her Maren. You may catch your own reflection in her, or the reflection of a woman you love. Either way, this story is for you both. And here is how she finally learned to set it down. Every autumn, Maren's village crosses the high pass to the winter valley, and every autumn, Maren walks at the front. She has the strongest back, you see. Everyone says so. When a younger seeker tires, Maren takes her pack, without being asked, without a word. When the weather turns, it's Maren's cloak that goes around someone else's shoulders. At night, while the camp sleeps, she walks the fire line and mends the straps that will fail tomorrow. She knows the weight of every pack in that village, to the ounce. And here is the strange thing about all those crossings. In all those years, no one ever asked Maren what was in her pack. Not out of cruelty, out of certainty. You do not ask the mountain if it is tired. And each year her pack grew heavier, because at the bottom of it, under everyone else's spare blankets, she carried the one thing she never let anyone see, the quiet wish that just once somebody would offer. Though if they had, she'd have said no, and she would have smiled while she said it. I want to stop the story here, because I have walked at the front of that line too, and for a long time I thought being needed was the same thing as being loved. Please hear this for yourself. It is not. Here is what is actually happening, and it has names, studied, real ones. Two psychologists, Vicki Helgeson and Heidi Fritz, studied people who care for everyone around them while silencing their own needs. They gave it a name, unmitigated communion, giving that never lets itself receive. And they found it isn't just tiring. It is quietly linked to anxiety, low mood, and burnout, not because caring is a flaw, but because care that only flows in one direction slowly empties the woman it flows out of. And why can't you simply ask for help? John Bowlby, the psychologist who spent his life studying how human beings attach to each other, described something he called compulsive self-reliance. When a person learns, usually early and usually quietly, that needing others is unsafe or unwelcome, she doesn't stop needing, she just stops showing it. Your capability isn't a personality quirk, dear seeker. It's an old shelter, built by a much younger you, who learned it was safer to be the strong one than to be disappointed. So here is the hidden cost, spoken plainly. Competence is rewarded with more weight. Every time you cope, you teach the people who love you that you need nothing, not because they don't care, but because you have made the carrying look effortless. And the deeper cost is lonelier still, when you are only ever met as the capable one. You can begin to wonder whether anyone really cares about you, or whether you are in fact invisible to them. You have been so strong for so long that no one thought to ask. So let me be the one who asks. Today, how heavy is your pack, my friend? Because you were never loved for the carrying. You were loved the whole time regardless. And the pack just kept getting in the way of your feeling it. So let me hand you back 3 things you've been holding against yourself. Not one of them is a flaw. 1. No one ever asks if you're okay. You've read that as proof you don't matter. Read it again. They don't ask because you built them a world where they never had to worry about you, brick by brick, year after year, out of love. That isn't invisibility. That is craftsmanship. And anything built can be gently rebuilt. Starting with one honest answer the next time someone says, "How are you?" 2. Asking for help feels like failing. Of course it does. The shelter was built to keep you from ever needing anyone, but you are not that little seeker anymore, and the weather has changed. Asking isn't the opposite of strength. It is what strength does when it finally trusts somebody. 3. The resentment and the guilt that follows it. That flash of, "Why does no one ever do this for me?" followed by shame for even thinking it. Dear seeker, resentment is not a character flaw, it is a messenger. It is the sound of a need that has waited too long to be spoken. Don't punish the messenger. Ask what it came to tell you. Now I want to ask you for one word, just one. In the comments below, write carrying. That's all. Not for anyone else, for you. The first time you let yourself admit how much of it there has been. And if you want to say what's in the pack, say it. My wish is that you will find a whole quiet company of capable women beneath this video, setting theirs down beside yours. Not one of them goes unseen. And if this is finding you at the right moment, tap the like as a small mark that something here landed, and to help other women find us too. But I'd be no better than the rest if I made this sound simple. So here is the honest shape of it. When you first set the pack down, some people will be confused, some may be angry. A few may even prefer you the old way. You were very convenient carrying everything. And the first time you say, "Actually, I could use a hand," it will feel wrong, like wearing a coat that isn't yours. Being helped will feel worse than helping for a good while. That is not a sign that it's wrong. It is a sign that it's new. So start small. One person. One small, specific ask. Something you could absolutely do yourself. If the opportunity arises, do it today. Let it feel wrong, and let them do it anyway. So picture Maren now, at the last river before the winter valley. She stops, and for the first time in all those years, she hands her pack across. And nothing breaks. The village does not fall apart. The girl carries it, proud enough to burst. And Maren walks one river of this world with her hands free, and finds the valley looks different when you're not hunched over carrying other people's luggage. Carl Jung spent his life listening to people who gave and could not stop. And he noticed how freely we hand our kindness to everyone but ourselves. We feed the hungry, he said. We forgive the insult. We love even the enemy, all good and worthy things. But then he asked the question I want to leave with you. What if the poorest beggar of all, the one most in need of my kindness, is me? What if I am the one I must finally show that same mercy to? You have spent your life handing out your kindness like bread on that mountain, dear seeker. You are allowed to keep a little for yourself. You are allowed to be the one who is helped. Your worth was never in the carrying. It was in you, the whole time, underneath the pack. So ask for the small thing today. Let it feel wrong, and let somebody finally meet the woman who was carrying all of it. Before you go, dear seeker, if Maren felt like you, there's another door I'd like to hold open. It's a video about why smart women never feel good enough, Because the woman who carries everything usually carries one more thing beneath it all, the quiet feeling that no matter how much she does, it's somehow never quite enough. That video is on your screen now. Watch it next, and let it hand back what the carrying took. Until then, seekers, walk gently, be kind, and remember, you are already enough. The best self you seek is already inside you.